Well, so Geoff, the Lifetime Achievement Award, how honoured are you to be picking up the prestigious award this evening?
Oh, I'm absolutely thrilled to bits to be given this award. The club's very close to my heart, and I'm just so grateful that they've thought about me doing it, being involved in giving me this award. I'm thrilled and very honoured.
When you first walked through that door at the bowling ground, could you quite imagine you were going to go on to achieve the career you have done?
Oh, no way in the world. You ever dream about what we did at the club and what three of us did it for the England team? So yeah, not something you dream about. In fact, I never dreamt. I always felt I could have a good career at West Ham. Certainly never dreamed I'd played for England. So yeah, looking back, it's been fantastic.
You had some magical moments with the club. What are the ones for you that stand out?
Well, winning the trophies, I think. Well, as I said on stage, I mean, the club hadn't come up from the second division in late 50, 58, 59. And in 4 or 5 years, we were in the FA Cup. You put that in context what that happened today, and then the following year, win a European trophy. Only the second time that's been done. And 3 of the lads then representing England. So, absolutely astonishing years when you look back.
And a famous game you had against Sunderland. I don't need to remind you of how many goals you got that night.
12, was it? Yeah, that's on a personal level. The personal highlight, I guess, is scoring 6 in a game, double hat trick. Never been done since at league level. So a record, along with the hat trick in the final, it still stands. And they're records. It's going to be pretty hard to beat.
And this time next week, we'll be saying an emotional goodbye to the bowling ground. Do you think you're going to have a tear in your eye that evening? Yeah,
there's always a sadness leaving. I think a lot of fans, a certain disappointment because of that. But we've got to move on. We want to be a big Premier League club. We want to have a ground that fits the status of the club, and I think it's an absolutely fantastic move forward. And we couldn't possibly be going into the new stadium with the performances we've had this year. I think it was always an element of nervousness about this year, thinking, well, hope we don't do too badly and have a poor year going into the stadium. We couldn't possibly have had a better year and a better season going into the new stadium. It augurs very well for the future.
Just finally, a word on the man who's picked up 5 awards tonight. He's just won the Hammer of the Year, Dimitri Payet. What can you say about his first season in English football?
Well, absolutely brilliant, absolutely stunning. But I think you've got to give credit. He's been the noticeable one. You'd expect him to win that tonight. But I think over the last 2 years, both sets of managers have recruited some very good players at the club, terrific players, who most of them, the majority, have performed very well and adapted to the culture in this country, adapted to the hurly-burly of the Premier League and the quality of the Premier League. So that's been the outstanding thing. One player alone is never going to win anything, but I think the 7 or 8 players we've got have performed terrifically well, and that's been a major difference in our success this year from the last couple of years. But of course, if you've got to pick somebody, the quality and the free kicks, he's been absolutely magnificent.